Hey guys, Omniming here, and today I'll show you how I create my left shoulder for the Black Hand Doomfist I'm working on right now. You saw my right shoulder already, so now I'm just showing you how I create this one. Now you see I drew a concept of how it will look like and then later cut the pieces. Right now I just use marker and cardboard just to have a real solid look. Then later I will just try to test it on myself to see how it will work. Next, I'll start tracing it on the EVA foam, or this one is floor mat because it's almost the same thing. Once the EVA foams are cut, I'll start bringing them out. So now I'm going to wear my safety materials. This one's the helmet, and then follow up with the glove, just to protect myself from burning from the heat gun. This thing is extremely hot, so be careful. So right now I'll start heating up all the areas that I will need to get it bent for the EVA foam. Later on it will start hardening up once it's cooled down. Alright, so here it is. Once that is soft, start pushing it inside or any way you actually want it to be. I'm actually happy that this thing didn't distort as compared to how I did it last time. Next is the super glue. I'm going to stick this area and then later hold in for around a minute or so. It says 3 seconds, but it's not really 3 seconds on this EVA foam. So both sides are done right now. The next part is actually finding out the position how it is going to be stick. Do not mind some gaps because that will be fixed later and I'll show you how. The edges won't be perfect because the next part will be to Dremel the areas. As you can see, the edge here is pretty jagged. So that's why I need to Dremel the areas until it's able to be stuck together. It's pretty messy, but you're doing cosplay. Anyway, it's time to put the two sides together. And then be patient, hold it over there and just be patient. Do not worry about any bump because we'll fix that later on. Okay, now both of them are stuck. It's time to Dremel the bump, as mentioned. Now if you remember when I said do not worry about the holes earlier, that's because I'm going to start adding in the putty filler. This putty filler, again, is pretty messy, but later on the outcome will be pretty good. Just slowly, carefully just adding in just closing the holes. Smoothen an area as well. Next up, the shoulder bump, this area. So I'm going to start measuring it with a newspaper. Just do a concept first. Labeling A, B and C, that way I will know where to cut and where to paste it later. Afterwards I'll start gluing it. If it's not really bendable, I have to use a heat gun again. I used the glue gun this time to actually make a marking on the area. And now to make it shiny, using latex. I put around 2 or 3 coatings. So right now I'm just using a toothbrush here. And then start scraping what I can. Later on let it dry and do it again. Here's the result, pretty shiny. And then later we shall apply black paint. I keep a distance of how I spray so that way the paint will not leak or drip. And finally the painting area, and follow up with the nails. I make a marking and then start dapping all the orange and yellows on the sides. This time I use glue gun on these nails because somehow or another this EVA foam refused to stick sometimes. Here's the results, looks pretty good. So here it is guys, so far not too bad. I use the orange spray from the top, just spray on top to just give the lava feel, so especially here as well. And this part I need to repair a little because it needs to be fixed. Well, next part shall be the chest along with the chains. Give me a moment. I add more chains here. These are the chain wraps. They need to cut some more. And then later the collar. Well, there it is. Okay, Omniming signing off. Guys, take care. Bye bye.